But yeah, then so we've currently just kind of moved all the shelves here and stuff like that. Found a table that we forgot about. But yeah, this here is the behind the thing. So yeah, we thought that these were metal initially, but it's just plastic. So yeah, then the other day I had some USD funds that I didn't want to transfer to my bank since I'd have to pay a currency conversion and stuff like that on them and stuff like that. So what I did is I placed an order for some minifigure parts I needed. This here was picking up paper is always a bit difficult because I can't stand the texture. It drives me crazy for some reason. Yeah, so this here was 2,357 items for 1147 USD, and that used up my USD funds, which means I didn't have to pay a currency conversion fee on it or anything like that. And then, yeah, so I picked up a whole bunch of minifigure parts here, 200 different ones and stuff like that. Some of them there's only a quantity of one, but that was only a few. Most of them there is decent quantity. I think if you average it out, 2,000 items, almost 2,500 items for 200 lots, I think that's like 12 items or so on average per lot, but the lower quantities skew it a lot. And then the one thing I got 100 of, so that skewed it a bit as well. But then on average, I think for like the heads, I tried to aim for, I think it was like 25 or something like that, but some I only got like 5 or 10. And then, yeah, just a whole bunch of different stuff. So now I can get this added to the store, and that should add roughly 200 lots to the store and everything like that. So then, yeah, then this way I don't have to pay currency conversion fees on the currency. And I can also get the stuff. The other way that I use the USD currency is I will place like an order on eBay for a minifigure lot or something like that. But the thing is, I looked and I just couldn't find any that were good right now and stuff like that. So I opted for this instead. Yeah, so then we have all of this stuff here. And yeah, I'll spend a good little while putting it away. And yeah, we will get this all added to the store. So then now we have the file created here. There's a few things to consolidate, but then I can get the things that need to be consolidated, put away, and then put the drawers away. Yogurt time. So we're shipping out $1,747.12 today. That is for some orders here. One hockey card, a whole bunch more orders over here, some minifigures on eBay, 2 things of 1 pound of bulk, and 1 thing of damaged minifigures. So yeah, then we had a few packages we couldn't create labels for today. It might be related to the thing, because I know that the one internet thing is down again today via Cloudflare, so that might be affecting it, because it's only affecting one carrier. The others worked fine, so we're gonna try again after supper. But yeah, otherwise I'll end up having to dish out about 30 bucks total extra, and then choose the next available carrier and then just get it shipped out. But yeah, hopefully before closer to the end of the day it'll start working again. But yeah, we'll work on that a bit later then. So I was able to finish with the one box, and then I started on that box, and then we'll work on that box. And yeah, so then that's definitely shrunk the corner a bunch again, so that is good. Though, yeah, when we get the additional bulk potentially within a couple weeks, then yeah, the corner will probably fill up a little bit again. Yeah, then there's that stuff there. And yeah, I'll call it a day, and tomorrow we can get back to work on the bulk. So then, yeah, what we are working on next in an effort to gain more room in the basement is we're going to be tearing out these shelves here. Yeah, because when we bought this house, they have all the fancy stuff here because on this side of the roof here, you can see that they installed like speakers and stuff like that, because this used to be a home entertainment system and stuff like that, but it's the store now, so we've been slowly making more room wherever we can, and our next goal is to get access to I'll just get a measuring tape real quick. So then our hope is to gain access to there's a lip that goes out further there than the shelves, so then our hope is to gain access to roughly 32 inches. That's close to 3 feet, I think, of extra floor space and stuff like that. And yes, in theory, we could use the shelves, but they're all odd heights. And we've got the popcorn ceiling, which will damage stuff if stuff hits it. And we've got, yeah, just stuff everywhere. So, yeah, our hope is to, because, yeah, this here's just plaster. There's a little bit of metal, but that's just for the corners, I think. So, yeah, our plan is to basically just move everything out of here and then put up a drop sheet across the roof and stuff so nothing enters where we have all the Lego. And then, yeah, just see if we can open up some room. But yeah, then so we've currently just kind of moved all the shelves here and stuff like that. Found a table that we forgot about. But yeah, this here is the behind the thing. So yeah, we thought that these were metal initially, but it's just plastic. And I can't say I've seen that before. So yeah, there's that, and there's just some plywood. We tore into the wall a little bit just to see what it is, and it's just that. I don't think it's toxic to breathe in, but this house was built like over 20 years ago, so who knows. And stuff like that. So yeah, we're just kind of working on moving some books. So like got random boxes of books and everything all around and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just slowly emptying this place out. We won't actually tear down the wall or anything until we get the blanket up, because yeah, we're gonna like put a blanket from there to there to cover that, and then put a huge blanket over this here, and then cover that up so nothing gets into the Lego. And then we will access the work area from here, because this is our furnace room, and then we'll have a door to access it rather than trying to go through the tarp thing to get to the Lego, because that will get Lego. That could get dust in the Lego, which we don't want, though all the stuff is in the sealed containers over here. So there's that. Yeah, so when we get all of this stuff torn out and everything like that, then we'll be able to rearrange how we do the stuff. I was thinking about possibly changing it up so that the table that we used to have running that way then runs this way, but a little bit more to the side or something, and everything like that. Because yeah, we want to have like aisles of shelves here. Not sure if it'll be like this or like that or what, or maybe like all across the sides and in the center or something. I have no idea. We'll figure that out when we get there. We'll mess around with some options, see what seems to work best, and stuff like that. But yeah, then our hope is to get this done in just a few days. Well, I mean, a few days relatively speaking. Like, we know it won't be done in like a couple days or something, but like we want to get done relatively fast. We aren't going to be doing any professional finishes or anything like that. I have no idea what's under here, but if it's just concrete or something, then that's fine. We'll just work with concrete and stuff like that. We'll have to make sure all the electrical stuff is all good and stuff like that. And yeah, this here is not supporting wall as far as we remember, because we've gone over that stuff before. And from what I recall, that pillar there is a facade covering one of the supporting beams, and then the one over here somewhere or something is as well, and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll be checking a whole bunch of stuff to make sure it goes good. But then yeah, I will just continue working on some of this stuff. So yeah, then the area is mostly emptied out now, and then so yeah, we'll get the curtain stuff set up, figure out the exact approach we're going to take for this. So today we're shipping out 992.98, and so that is for some bulk here, then an order here, some orders here, and some orders there. And yeah, the basement is still a bit chaotic, and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get the stuff shipped out and then hopefully get back to work on trying to get this thing all sorted out. So then overall, some good progress has been made. We finished with that box, and then started on that box. And so yeah, then after that, we've just got those two boxes and those two boxes left of the bulk, and we're done. All the bulk over there is stuff that's already processed. Yeah, so I did put a sale on the bulk on my eBay store, and the sales have definitely picked up significantly. So that's good again, and stuff like that. Because yeah, I'm still just trying to find the exact sweet spot for the pricing, and I am thinking around 15 a pound is what seems to be working best. But yeah, we're still experimenting. It may change more again in the future. Who knows? Yeah, then we have that stuff there. And yeah, then the minifigure parts over here. are starting to be sorted from that container. We aren't going to be listing them for a while, maybe with the exception of the headgear, because that stuff usually is very fast to work on and stuff like that. Because, like, for example, a random hairpiece is almost, like, relatively speaking, not damaged. Like legs, the feet can be cracked, torsos, the torso itself or the arms can be cracked, heads, the neck can have stress marks, but hair pieces don't have that. Sometimes they'll have some damage, but in general, they are almost always, at least compared to other parts, the best condition, and they're usually decent money. Like your average hairpiece, I mean, in Canadian dollars, I'd probably get, like, depending on the one, like 80 cents to $1.25, roughly speaking. So then, yeah, it's usually really good stuff. Though, of course, there's going to be, like, some common parts which aren't really much. But yeah, so we might end up doing a little bit of that because that's all from the city parts there that's been washed and stuff. So we will also be keeping track of the values for that stuff, and so that's why I'm still keeping all these papers, because I'm waiting until all of it's done, so that we can also get some more information as needed for some of that stuff. But yeah, so that is slowly being worked on, and complete minifigures in the thing over there. But yeah, that'll be a while. So we aren't going to be working on that too much because, yeah, we're working on the bulk. And then when we finish the bulk, we'll also be working at the same time, not before it's finished, on the wall thing that we're tearing out here. We made a little bit more progress, just to basically, like, better see what it's like. And so yeah, it just seems to be a board behind the stuff. And yeah, so we forgot that when taking out plyboard or stuff, you need to wear a mask. So we only took out a small bit just so that we could see just like how it was put together. But yeah, then we'll make sure to have all the proper stuff. And yeah, we haven't put up the tarps yet. So we basically just ripped that down, and then with a hammer just wanted to just see what this looked like. But yeah, we will be putting up all the stuff before we take more down. So there's that stuff. And then yeah, similar timing, like whenever I can't be working on that, I'll be working on the bulk. So yeah, then we should be able to finish all of that stuff before too long. And then yeah, either working on the project a bit that is related to that, because there's actually been some newer concepts that should actually help with that a fair bit, or what we said with potentially on some of the listing of that stuff there, because the shelf is full and stuff like that. But yeah, there's lots of things to work on. But yeah, then I'll be calling it a day then. Yogurt time. So yeah, then this is the end of the vlog. Today, we'll hopefully get some more work done on the shelves and with the bulk and stuff like that. But yeah, then this is the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, today's Saturday. This vlog will be out Monday, and the next vlog the Monday after that.